Children break their bones, and this is a tale as old as time. Obviously, at one point in our lives, we were kids, and we either broke a bone or we had a friend that broke a bone. But did you know that during the pubertal growth spurt, so during puberty, children actually break their bones a lot more, especially in their forearms and their distal radius, so that's just the part closest to their wrist. Now, obviously, this could be as a result of the fact that kids just love playing rough. But what if there was more to it? What if there was actually changes that were happening in the bone structure and bone strength around this time? Over the past 30 years, the rate of fragility fracture in kids have actually increased by over 30%. And fragility fractures in kids have actually been linked to future osteoporotic fractures. And recent studies have shown that the target population for treatment of osteoporosis may actually be the younger and not the older population. So with all this in mind, there's an importance in actually understanding and assessing bone strength and bone structure around the pubertal growth spurt to see if there might be changes that may be linking to this increase in fragility fractures, as bone strength is very important in fracture prevention. Now, bone strength can be assessed using several means, but in our research, we actually assessed it using a combination of imaging and finite element analysis. So we took high-resolution CT scans of the distal radius, and we performed finite element analysis on those scans by simulating loads that would typically occur when children fall on their hands. And we're able to determine bone strength and bone structural outcomes from this analysis. Ultimately, our results were able to return that there are actually changes that are happening in bone strength and bone structure around puberty. So we did see that there was actually lower bone strength in children measured at the pubertal growth spurt when compared to children measured before. And we also saw that there was lower trabecular thickness and trabecular density in those children that were measured at the pubertal growth spurt versus children measured before. Also, we did see that there was lower cortical density and cortical thickness that were measured in children at the pubertal growth spurt. And there was an increased risk of fracture in those children as well when compared to children measured before and after the pubertal growth spurt. So ultimately, all of this shows us that there is indeed something more happening at the bone during puberty. So all of this shows that there is indeed something more happening during puberty. So while the playground might absolutely have an effect on the increased rate of fracture, there are also structural changes which are happening in the bone at this time. And this would help us to recommend optimal bone improvement that would help in the prevention of future osteoporotic fractures. Thank you very much.